What's going on YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well, and I've got some good gaming news for you guys today. For those of you who don't know, EA has lost its exclusive license to make Star Wars games. Star Wars games will now be published under the name Lucasfilm Games, and honestly, I couldn't be more excited because realistically, this is something that we've needed for a while. Just having EA work with Star Wars wasn't good enough. We saw how poorly they handled it with Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2. They just weren't good games. They weren't the high quality of games that they used to be back in the early 2000s when Battlefronts 1 and 2 were good games. I will commend them and say that Jedi Fallen Order is one of my favorite games. I think the story is tremendous and it expands the lore of Star Wars so much for me. And honestly, I'd like to see Cal Kestis make his way into some sort of one of these one-off shows that Disney Plus is producing. Will he or won't he? We'll have to wait and see. But while I'm on that fact, it seems that again, Respawn is one of the only competent developers for EA right now. I haven't seen anything good come out of DICE in quite some time, maybe Battlefield 1, but that's like one game out of the last 5 that have been good. And honestly, I would love to see Respawn get a little bit more spotlight. I'd love to see them actually get an opportunity to make Titanfall 3 because what is their Apex Legends is their Battle Royale game, and that has done very well. So Respawn Entertainment knows what they're doing. They've made banger after banger, and honestly, I think Titanfall 2 would be up there as one of the best games of this generation if it wasn't released sandwiched between Battlefield 1, which was like Battlefield Rising Back to Fame, and Infinite Warfare. And if they'd given it a fair chance and maybe allowed it to be released, you know, in the new year or closer to Christmas or even in September, August, I don't really care. I think that game would have been commended for just how good it was because Titanfall 2 has a tremendous campaign, better than either of the games that were released, and has fantastic and fun multiplayer. And I await Titanfall 3. Please, Titanfall 3, can you come out? I want it so badly. But anyways, this is concerning EA and Star Wars, and I'm actually quite excited when I heard the Ubisoft open world Star Wars game, because that's something we need. You know, I think having an open world Star Wars game would be a lot of fun, because I found Jedi Fallen Order, while it was kind of open world, it really wasn't. It was quite linear. You know, yeah, you could explore these worlds freely, but you were quite restricted in what you could do until you had certain powers. But to really have an open world Star Wars game could be a lot of fun, whether it's an MMO, who knows? I don't really care. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm also excited to see what other publishers and developers are going to do with the Star Wars IP, just to see where they're going to explore and where they're going to go, because there is so much lore when it comes to Star Wars, and there's so much opportunity to explore different avenues, right? You could go in and even try to get alternative universes started, right? Where, hey, maybe Anakin doesn't turn to the dark side, and maybe he kills Palpatine. Or, you know, you could start other alternative universes where, hey, maybe Luke turns to the dark side and takes his place at the Emperor's side instead of allowing Darth Vader to kill the Emperor at the end of Episode 6. I don't know, have some fun with it. I would love to see alternative takes. This is such a rich lore franchise that I'd like to see them capitalize it on a little bit more. And I found that while Battlefront 1 and 2 sounded great, they just didn't play well, and they didn't do a good enough job with anything in those games. And obviously we know all the controversy with Battlefront 2 and how it was so tied to microtransactions, and the community really revolted with that. They really rebelled. They were not fans of it, and I commend the community for saying this is BS. But it's disappointing that was how it was held. And honestly, I'd like to see another multiplayer game similar to Battlefront come from the Star Wars IP and have it actually be good, because hey, the Star Wars universe is amazing, and to have that opportunity is great. So in reality, and in conclusion for this video, with EA losing this license, this is very big for Star Wars and for Lucasfilm Games. We're going to be able to have a much more unique take on this. We're going to have people take things in their own direction, which is going to be good for us, the gamer, at the end of the day. So that's the nice thing, right? As competition makes things have to be better. And when you have all these different developers competing for good Star Wars games, we're gonna win at the end. We're gonna get the good stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comment down below what you think of EA losing the exclusive rights to Star Wars. What kind of Star Wars game are you most excited to see? Let me know in the comment down below. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.